Is it worth going to housing court over that? I'm not sure.
I am renting a one-bedroom condo in Turtle Bay for $4,000. Last September, the gas in the building was turned off, so I haven't had a stove or an oven. In December, they shut down the dryers, supposedly for 30 days, but now they're saying it's delayed until September. Can I negotiate the rent at renewal time? I think we'd say always negotiate at renewal time. I mean, success isn't guaranteed. You can always try. How would you advise, Sandy?
Very often it takes weeks, months to get the gas back on. As a rule of thumb, when a tenant doesn't have gas, they are generally entitled to an abatement of somewhere between 10 and 20%. More if it affects, if they have a dryer and a stove, less if it's just a stove. Is it worth going to housing court over that? I'm not sure. You would have to withhold rent, the landlord would sue you, you'd ask the judge for an abatement. On the other hand, when tenants band together in these situations, again, the issue of forming a tenant association, and approach the landlord and say, look, we have no gas, landlords will generally agree to an abatement in that range until the gas is restored, in almost all cases, in my experience. So yes, you should try to negotiate an abatement. And as you said, when renewal time comes, you should always negotiate, but that would be a kind of a chip on your side of the bargaining table, because what I would say to the landlord if I were the tenant is, look, if I move, you're not going to be able to re-rent this apartment because no one is going to rent an apartment with no gas. I'm all you got. So, unless you're going to reduce my rent by 15 or 20%, I'm going to leave. And then the landlord is going to have no rent on the apartment. So that's how I would approach that negotiation.